So you have a contractor in your house, but it has a contingency. We're going to talk about that coming up. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Today we're talking about contingencies on the contract of your home, and there's going to be a few of them that you may or may not see. One of them is going to be like a contingency for inspections. You know, you have an option period. If you have a contract on your house, more than likely you have this option period, and within this option period they have inspections. The buyer can do inspections. After the inspections are done, they have that during that option period they can negotiate repairs, concessions, or they have the right to just completely back out due to these inspections. And that's technically not a contingency, but it kind of falls within the same category. Another type of contingency is financing. So using third-party financing, which means that the buyer is going to get a loan for the house. So the lender is going to want to do appraisals, make sure everything meets up. Of course, make sure that the buyer can be approved to purchase this home. But what I'm here to talk about today is the contingency for the sale of another property. So what does the contingency for the sale of another property mean? Well, basically it means that the buyer of your house has to sell their property first and use the proceeds of that property to purchase your home. So here's a few things that you want to check out before you accept this type of contingency. Number one is that property even listed? Yeah, it happens. You'll receive a contract sometimes for a contingency for the sale of another property, and the house isn't even on the market yet. So you want to make sure, do your research, make sure that the house is listed online, listed for sale, or at least make sure that they have a contract with an agency to list that property. Number two, okay, so that property is listed. How is it listed compared to the market? Is it priced too high? Is it just right? So I had one a couple of months ago that came in. It was priced about 80 grand above the next comparable home in the same neighborhood, and I'm glad we did not accept that contract, because 2 months later that house is still sitting on the market. Number three, you want to look and see how the neighborhood's doing. How fast are the homes selling in that neighborhood? I mean, is it a 30-day, 60-day, 90 days closings on those homes? You want to look at that because you're going to have your house tied up for that long. So if you want to look at those markets, and if you're okay with 60, 90 days, fine, accept that contract. But if you're not, if you're looking for a little faster close, you might want to hesitate on accepting a contract where that neighborhood's closing 60 and 90 days out. Now you want to get with your agent. They can look all this information up for you and help you make the right decision. All right, so let's run through that one more time. Number one, you want to check and make sure it's listed. Number two, how well is it priced in their market? Number three, how fast are those homes moving in their neighborhood? Those are three things you want to check before accepting a contingency. Anyway, message me below if you have any questions. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. What the hell is going on? I need like a studio or something.